People of the Snake Pit, it is I, your elder, Senile Snake. Today we're going to be going over how I do the voice and effects for Overwatch's Reaper. First, you're going to want to bring your voice into the lower mid-range. Reaper's voice isn't especially deep, so you shouldn't need to do any pitch shifting. Then you're going to want to make your voice as raspy as you can. And try to put imaginary spaces between your words. Because Reaper speaks like he's constantly trying not to scream. So we're going to take a Reaper line that's a little longer so we can hear the full effect. I will feast on their souls. There we go. A little tip for recording. What you're going to want to do is just record a separate track for just silence. Don't speak at all. Try not to move. Try not to breathe too hard. And that will be your noise track. And I already have mine pre-recorded. Ideally, you're going to want to have a minute of background noise. I've already got mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and slap a noise reduction filter on there. That'll reduce any background noise you may have. I know a lot of newer voice actors neglect to put a noise filter on it, and it makes their recordings just sound awful. So there's a little tip for the day. Once you're done with that, you can just shorten the track, cut out the rest of the noise. This will be a pretty short track. So for the actual effects, it's fairly simple. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to duplicate the track. You can do this by holding down Control A to highlight the first track, and then Control D to duplicate it. Despite not being the deepest, Reaper has a lot of bass in his voice. So the first thing we're going to do before we do anything with the volume levels is we're going to Control A, go into Effects, go into Equalization, and for Select Curve, we're going to hit Bass Boost. And so now that'll make the track sound a little bit meatier. Just I will feast on their souls. And before that, it sounded like I will feast on their souls. So yeah, that's it just makes the track sound meatier. He's got a lot of bass in his voice. Where's the... There it is. Souls. I will feast on their souls. Alright, so we got that squared away. What next? Then you're going to want to pitch shift the first track down by 5%. This is 511. It doesn't really matter what's in the decimal region, but just 5% lower. And then if your voice track is a little high volume, it'd be a good idea to lower the gain on both of the tracks. Otherwise, it's going to clip and it's going to sound awful. But this is a pretty low decibel track, so I'm going to go ahead and just mix and render these as is. And then what you're going to want to do when you have the completed track is go to Delay. That's down here somewhere. Delay. And you're going to want to use these settings. The delay level per echo is -4.50. Delay time 0. You can use pitch shift if you want to. I decided to use that for that. The pitch change per echo is -0.240. And the number of echoes is 2. What you don't want to do is have the duration change for each echo. That'll make the track sound kind of weird, and the overall effect won't be there. It won't be as accurate, but we go ahead and slap that on there. And once that's all done, you can go ahead and put a compression filter on it. And the track is noticeably louder. And you get something that sounds like this.
I will feast on their souls.
So yeah, that was Reaper. I hope you found this tutorial both helpful and enjoyable. If you'd like me to make more of these, say so in the comments, and if you want to help support me, consider donating to my Patreon. My current patrons are Rachel Ishida, Chris Waltz, and my only Black Mamba patron is Christine Panhook. Thank you for watching, and take care, everyone.